Howdy folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you from DEADPIT Radio. Today we've got one from Second Sight Films that I've been anxiously anticipating since they announced these movies. Now, the Ty West X trilogy has been the talk of the horror genre since the first movie debuted in 2022. You've got X, you've got the movie I'm going to be talking about today, and you've got the movie that Uncle Bill's going to be talking about very soon, Maxine, completing the trilogy. Unfortunately, our good friends over at Second Sight Films do not have the rights for the first movie, which is a real bummer, because I'm sure they probably would have done like this gigantic, massive box set of like all the movies together. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that, but they did give deluxe treatment to the last two films in the trilogy, Pearl and Maxine, which we're going to be reviewing those. Uncle Bill will finish out the reviews here probably tomorrow or sometime later on this week. But yeah, man, this one is probably my favorite of the trilogy. It's just so unique and so much fun and everything. And I'm glad that I held off on all of the physical media releases of this until Second Sight did their deluxe hard. Listen to how hard that is. Listen to how damn hard that is. Hard box deluxe with the book, and it's perfectly bound and all that good stuff. Love Second Sight. They've had a great year in 2025. It's not over yet. They got some more stuff coming our way. I don't know how they do it. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the movie Pearl and dive into special features and all of the contents within this lovely set. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Ty West's Pearl from 2022. It's part 2 of the Maxine trilogy. This is a prequel to the X film featuring the character Pearl that you do meet in the film X. But this is many decades earlier. This one is set in 1918. It follows Pearl, who is living with her mother and invalid father on a farm, while her husband is overseas for World War I. Pearl has dreams of being a dancer and or a movie star. She prays to God every night to take her away from the farm, to lead her to the bright lights of Hollywood. As the movie goes along, she befriends the local projectionist who kind of makes her promises, going to take her away. And all this is going on too, which is kind of interesting, in the midst of the influenza pandemic, which in ways is kind of similar to what happened with COVID, which is really what led to this movie being made. Anyway, in my opinion, the movie is kind of a slow burn up until Pearl has the big meltdown with her mother, a big fight that ends in disaster, right? And her audition, which is even more disastrous for not only Pearl, but pretty much everyone around her. Pearl is nuts. She's crazy. Mia Goth does a fantastic job in this performance. But yeah, Pearl is hoping to escape, have a career in acting or dancing, whatever else. And this audition does not go as planned, and she has a complete and utter meltdown, goes completely nuts. Mia Goth really shines with this movie. I think it's her best acting performance that I've seen, at least. The audition scene itself is phenomenal, and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck, right? So Pearl's sanity slowly slipping. She loses control. The end of this movie is fantastic. The performances in this, especially Mia Goth, she is the entire movie, man. Without her, this movie does not work. Interesting thing about this movie, though, it was dreamt up. It was thought, it was written by Ty West and Mia Goth during the COVID pandemic. I think it was during pre-production of X, without even knowing that this thing would get funded to be made. Luckily enough for them, A24 was involved. They made this thing happen. And in a lot of ways, in my opinion, this eclipses X 10 times over. I love the movie X. I think it's very well made as well. Ty West has a knack for turning back the clock and making these movies look like, X looked like a grindhouse movie from the late 70s, early 80s. This kind of looked like a Technicolor 1930s Hollywood production, man. I don't know how he did it, but yeah, Pearl really, really works. And of the three movies, this is the one that, in my opinion, fires on all cylinders. And there's some great shots, great scenes in this, great production and acting and everything all around. This 4K edition, which Second Sight released, is absolutely outstanding. I can't put it over enough. And this is a deluxe edition 4K UHD. There is limited edition contents, new interviews. You have a brand new commentary with Alexander Heller Nicholas. Bold Choices, a new interview with director Ty West. The Mother, a new interview with actor Tandy Wright. Absorb the Aesthetic, a new interview with director of photography Elliot Rocket. Going Technicolor, a new interview with production designer Tom Hammock, who another unsung hero, the production design in this movie. Hollywood Goes West, video essay with Joe Wallace. Coming Out of Her Shell and Time After Time. Now the innards of this as well, so this is like the standard hard box limited edition from Second Sight. Great looking edition here if you want to look at the back of the beautifully done the farmhouse there, which is also an X, by the way. And it really, I'm disheartened that they didn't have the rights to do the first movie too. That would have been fantastic, but hey, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Alright, so the contents here, first up, and the Scarecrow. Yeah, I forgot the Scarecrow scene is interesting for sure. And yeah, just a beautiful edition with the clouds and everything. That's the disc. And there are also some of the art cards featuring Pearl. Mia Goth's a fantastic actress. She's one of those captivating actors it's just I don't know, if you see her in anything, you pay close attention to her. Yeah. Straight out of The Wizard of Oz. If The Wizard of Oz was in the Twilight Zone, right? That's Pearl. That's the scene in Pearl. So you have the 6 art cards. You have a plump 116-page booklet that has that lovely smell. Man, they need to bottle that. I don't know how they can, but yeah. Some film essays, behind the scenes information, some great photography in this too. These are some of my favorite things to look at during a movie and to read up on and all that good stuff. They love doing that over there in the UK. This fantastic little booklet added onto it too. Alright guys, so yeah, that is the set. That is Pearl. And this gets the highest recommendation from me. I held off on the US releases. I knew that there would be more. Now, A24 here in the US does have their deluxe book size editions. My shelf is not made for that. No. I appreciate those sets kind of, but I do not want to own any more of those. They do not fit on your shelf. They're shaped like a fucking book. And this, look at this, a touch of class, right? So if you were a fan of these movies, this is the version, in my opinion, you want to have. Pearl is out now. Check it out. Uncle Bill will be back very soon with the limited edition 4K review of Maxine. So stay tuned for that. Check this out, Second Sight Films, and be sure to check us out. We're over at DEADPIT.com. A big thanks goes out to our supporters over at DEADPIT on Patreon.com. You can get hours upon hours of great content, right, Uncle Bill?
There's so many hours of content. We've got reviews. We've got songs. We've got live streams. We've got exclusive streams. We've got non-exclusive streams. We've got streams with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of different old shows from the past podcast, the initial incarnation of the show. All of that can be yours.
DEADPIT on Patreon.com. Show us a little bit of love. Give us some money because we definitely deserve it. That Patreon page is so killer that you'll rub your bird to it on a nightly basis. It's that good.
You won't be able to contain yourself. You'll have to jerk your bird out and go crazy. I mean, that's how much content that we have. So much content that it's massive, and it will massively smack you in the face.
You'll play with your bird so much, pretty soon you'll be looking around for somebody else's bird to play with.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite Filipino bitch, Miss Slatko Fudd, telling you about shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. And it's the best goddamn deal on horror shirts you will ever see. New shirts, old shirts, all the in-between shirts. God damn it, bulls, go over to shop.deadpit.com. You ain't down with that. You can go to fucking hell.